Hello, the days are getting longer. It's very nice. I can make videos in my recliner chair. And Kenny is here. And the squirrels are back. It's very nice. And I woke up, as I always do, formulating sentences. It just does it by itself. It's like some kind of program, almost like almost like an AI or cyborg thing that's in my brain that I can't stop. It's just constantly formulating sentences, and I wake up and it is chatting away, and I am always stressed out over it. And when I wake up in the middle of the night, it chats and formulates sentences and tries to give a speech. And I find that very interesting because of what Dolores Cannon was talking about in her books. I read 2 of her books. I recommend her books very much. I'm gonna read more of her books. They cost a lot of money. I have to be frugal right now because I don't have a big income, but I'm planning on reading her books in the future. I heard some of them are even on PDF, so I might have to check that out as well. But it's harder to read it on PDF because it's not broken down into single pages. So it's much easier to read it in an e-reader form. So I don't know if you can put this into an e-reader form. I have to try and see. But yeah, there's a lot more going on than any scientist or mathematician or astrophysicist can possibly wrap his head around. And if things are far-fetched, they are of course not accepted at all. They are dismissed as junk. Like the junk, in quotation mark, DNA that is on our DNA strand. And it's the majority of the DNA strand. It cannot be junk, okay? There are no coincidences. Okay? Nothing is just junk. It evolves because of cause and effect. So obviously it is doing something, it's has some kind of function, some kind of mechanism, and it might even store information, and who knows what it does. It might tap into something else, might be able to tap into dimensions. And I know that the brain does tap into dimensions, and I know that from the many different reports of people who have taken hallucinogenic drugs. I don't recommend to take those because they really mess up the entire nervous system. But there are people like myself out there who don't even need to do any of these trippy drugs because we are already on a trip, like permanently, like constantly, all the time, every second. And that's why we are seeing a lot more stuff, and it's not always very pleasant, and it's not always fun, and it is extremely difficult to deal with it, actually. Okay, it's frightening, and it's very disturbing and worrisome, and it lays itself heavy on my chest at night particularly. And yeah, so people like myself who see a lot, they have an even greater need a for a concept such as a guardian angel or some kind of higher intelligence or God-like entity, because we need that protection. So we need to have that faith. So not easy to deal with it. So that's why I don't judge people. I don't judge people anymore if they need to hang on to a faith, because we do need faith. We really do, We do not need a doctrine that is written by parishioners, clergy people who need power. No, that we do not need. Do not need Bible. Okay, do away with Bible. That is the opposite of faith, actually. So what we need is we need faith in a way of confidence. We need to learn to have confidence in the unfolding of things, in the chaos of things, in the unlinearity of existence and progression of things. So without that, we would not be motivated. We would not work. So a lot more people have a form of faith. They have a form of faith that they are not even aware of. So, like, you have to have some faith. So what is this faith? Faith, I'm going to drive somewhere on the freeway. I have faith that I don't have an accident. So what's that? A lot of people would say, I don't have faith in an entity. But they have to have this faith, and that faith does go out. It does go out to the surroundings of yourself and within yourself and beyond and into infinity. So faith into infinity. And the infinity is also what I call Lord Vishnu, Krishna, and the Buddha. And so those are incarnations, those are shapes of that. They are representations of this concept. Blue God, beautiful, 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 protective, powerful, unfolding, guarding, guiding, teaching. So that's how I see it. Not in form of some entity that punishes, but in form of a very kind, gentle teacher. That's what the Sai Baba said, that nothing comes across our path that we are not equipped to deal with. So everything that comes our path is part of the learning process. Okay, it's part of the school literature, if you want. So, and yeah, we can deal with this, and it's beautiful, and it is empowering, particularly. So, a faith in ourselves as well as the infinite, because the infinite is in ourselves as well. Okay, so I guess the sun is going down now, way behind the fog and the clouds. Take care, bye bye.